What's going on, guys? Brett Pro Angel here, bringing you today another deck profile. Today we got Bobby, my boy. He got BUSTER BLADER. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and dive into it.
All right, so for the BUSTER engine, run 3 of the whelps. Just this one, not the destruction sword. Lock you out of the extra deck. This thing searches and sets up your whole BUSTER lock. For those of you that don't know, BUSTER lock literally turns off all of your opponent's monsters on field, and it's an auto win against Dragon Link mostly. With that, I played 2 of the BUSTER swordsmen. He was in my hand constantly today, which is horrific for the plays, but it's, you know, you play through it as long as you don't see both. If you see both, it literally turns off the whole engine. With that, play 3 of the trap. This trap by itself sets up the whole play. So what you do is, off cost, you send this one, which I play 2 of. So off cost, you send this, rather, you send these 2, and then you can chain if you have the dragon engrave.
And they can't hash that because it's cost, right?
No, the only thing you can do is go spell this, but it's not even, you know, it's super neg. I'm telling you, it's super neg.
Facts.
Yeah, but you can do it all in one place. So you can chain to Lancia, you can chain to DD Crow when they're trying to hit your last, like, dragon. You can do all of this as a response, so it's really hard to out.
Really, the only choke points, I'm guessing, is just drawing the bricks.
It's literally, yeah, drawing the bricks or ashing this before you can get to this. But I also play Trap Trick, so getting to this is super easy. Whole combo off of 1 card,
Nice.
which is kind of ridiculous.
Love it.
For the Dogmatica engine, and I played 2 of, I don't even know her name, Ecclesia, 1 Fleur, and then 3 Servant. Ideally, this is just to set up the dragon engrave, honestly, because then if I hard draw the trap, it sets everything up. So you get Titaniclad engrave. You also play the 2 punishment. It just helps you sustain. It does lock you out of the extra deck, but if you have the BUSTER lock, you normally run this, and then you do this to out the issues after they can out that. It's really hard to out the BUSTER lock on its own, but if they manage to, they're usually on down resources, so this will help you take control from there.
Broken.
Actually broken, yeah. Really annoying.
Punishment plus Dragoon, you win.
I do run the Dragoon engine for the same reason. I only run 1 Dragoon, but I do run 2 Insight, 2 Fusion, just because you need to see it that bad. Along with that is the Vanillas and the Wyvern. I've been changing up how I'm playing it, going from sending Wyvern and Dark Magician, or sending both of these. Going second, you send both of these. Going first, I've been thinking on this, and then maybe running a 2nd Dragoon. We'll definitely see on that one.
Does Wyvern come up quite often?
No, it doesn't ever hardly come up. It's just pressure, realistically. So, like, they're going to make plays or stun their plays based on if they're worried about Wyvern coming out. Most of the ways that people out it is either droplets on the Dragoon, so they're going to be, like, mowing you over anyway, and they're going to try and go for game, or Ice Dragon's Prison, in which this can't bring it back anyway. So it's tough. You know, it's one of those things, but definitely not bad. Mostly for the trap lineup, run 3 Trap Trick, obviously extremely versatile, but mainly just to give me 6 targets of the BUSTER trap. You know, if I see this, I don't even need to see any of the BUSTER cards, because I normally see, if I don't see any of them rather, it's normally because I see the Dogmatica or whatever else that puts a dragon engrave. So I get the lock just off of that most of the time.
Nice.
And good thing to note is that this locks you into activating 1 trap from the field. So you can still activate that 2nd trap to bring out the BUSTER lock, even from the grave.
Nice. That's spec.
I didn't realize that at first playing this. I almost gave this deck up because I thought it was garbage based on that. I was like, dude, Trap Trick's gonna not even, you can't even do the full thing.
Ooh.
These are just the Trap Trick targets, Dynamiscus, and Imperm. That's also why I play 2 punishment, is to get into my Dogmatic engine if I need a late game. But these are super underwhelming. These are just, you got to play smart. That's
Dude,
all
you
there
have
is
a
to
lot of Trap Trick targets.
It's nice. I think it's like 4 targets. Super nice. The versatility is really important, and this card is like outs all the things. Like when they're on down resources, this thing helps out a lot.
I can imagine. Plus, you might have like an inside in hand or something.
Yeah. To get to a simplified game state, this helps. It's really, really not my kind of deck, but this is where it's at. This thing has won me multiple games. Auto win against Dinos, auto win against Dragon Link if they can't out it. You know, Dozer Control had a tough time with it even.
TC
Boo. And to make sure that TC Boo resolves.
That's so mean.
3 strike in the main. Super duper good. Protects TC Boo. That's literally its use. Protect TC Boo and make sure that the Dragoon doesn't get outed either. But also it doesn't, you know what I mean? It's so rare that it matters.
It was a nice Nightmare Phoenix.
Yeah, that's about all it really helps with.
I mean,
as far as monsters,
it works.
It definitely works. This card's insane in this deck. You're missing pieces for your plays. You're not actually missing like, you know, multiple. It just helps you so much to be able to see it. Like Pot of Prosperity into another Pot of Prosperity is like a really bad play for most decks. Like this, allowing you to like still have options next turn is fine because you don't even care what's in your extra deck. You really, really don't. You could
Dragoon Turbo.
Yeah, you could play with literally. Like you could play with like no cards in your extra deck. It wouldn't matter. And that's it for the main. Really, really cool in general. And this deck kind of answers the meta in a lot of ways, which I love. You want side or extra deck first?
Oh, we can do extra.
All right, so I play the 1-up Striker Dragon. Occasionally Wyvern gets stuck in hand, and it's my only normal summon. That's how easy this extra deck is, like how full of space is I can out for that very insignificant issue.
It's actually really smart.
Link Rebo's insane in the Dino matchup because normally I'll summon Whelp, they'll do whatever, bring this out, and then I can out this with an Ecclesia without activating effect, go Verte, and then when they do Lost World, I can tribute off their token with this so that I can still target with like punishment and different things.
Good utility.
Verte, for obvious, like just for Dragoon. It doesn't come up as much as like just hard drawing the spell does, but it's still insane.
Uzi Vert.
That's it for the links. That's all the links I play. I play the 1-of Red Eyes. I don't know if I'll be upping it because I really don't want to play more bricks. This deck already has 5 bricks being the busters and then the materials for this. So it's kind of tough. I side, what's that called? Draco Face Off is the OCG name. I can't remember. Awaken the Dragon.
Got it.
Or something like that.
That's broken.
Yeah, to bring him out. Even when I hit the Awaken the Dragon, I didn't even bring him out, so he might do something else here soon.
That's actually crazy. Game 3, if they go like Lightning Storm, you have 4 back row.
Insane, yeah.
Like, oh, you hit my TC Boo, but now you can't summon.
That was the idea for it.
That's good.
This is just to hit either Tyranno if I need to, or Boral Sword to really screw up their plays if they don't respect the back row, which a lot of players don't. Playing 2 Entis.
Yeah, that's obvious reasons.
Like I never use both of them, but it has to be there. The 1 Titaniclad for setting up the combo. It's most of the time it just gets banished off the trap, but like being able to recur this from hand too makes what's that called? Nadirs. It makes it like a +3, which is kind of stupid.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I've never played the Dogmatic Engine until this deck, but I can see where it's like kind of nutty. Here's the targets for the Buster Lock. I can do it twice. It happens even in like real games of nutrition. It happens.
You probably just win after the second one.
After the second one, certainly. This card turns everything into dragons, which is nuts against like dinos, and this card says any of your opponent's dragons in possession can't, do anything. So can't activate effects, can't attack even because they turn them all to defense. And also it gains a stupid amount of attack and does piercing. There's a lot to it. Play this. Truly, I just haven't replaced it. Like that's how much room there is in the extra deck. I just haven't replaced it yet. I don't even play Gamma. Like maybe I send it off of Maximus when my opponent tries that, but there's hardly any use. Hot red because you can take Buster Dragon or Dragoon with the Buster Whelp, and you can hard make it. It comes up. I bring that off of Waking the Dragon pretty often. So that card's good, especially in Simplified Game State. You're going to lose your Buster Dragon during your end phase after you activate it. So linking it off to kind of keep some of that resource, super worth.
Hot red's pretty good.
Hot red's kind of nuts, but mostly for the attack, honestly. Like, I get it so simplified that the attack's the big thing.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
That's
just
it for the extra deck.
negating any card is just powerful.
Certainly. Yeah.
Go Nadir, negate.
Certainly very powerful. For the side deck, did 3 cosmic. The side deck, I'll say in advance, is super, like, not finished. I have no idea what I'm going to end up on. But cosmic, mainly for, like, Lost World doesn't hurt me super bad just because I know how to play around it. But at the same time, like, there's plenty of back row that'll kill me. I walked into, like, 3 Trenchals the other day. Doesn't feel good.
Oh, man.
2 Waking. If it comes up, it comes up. You know,
MVP.
It's literally a spot filler for now.
Fair.
3 Nibiru. I played this for like Tri-Brigade mostly, just because statue is a problem.
It's a real card.
Yeah, I play Dynamiscus and stuff out of 2, but like, you know, I worry, you know, kind of irrational, but I worry.
Fair.
There can only be 1. I play the 3rd target in there just for going first if I know I'm going first.
It's actually really smart.
It's super good going second too, even. Because then I just set my back row. Nobody's playing like IP into Trisbano right now, so I'm not gonna like lose all of my back row on my end phase. You know, so this will go out, I'll activate this, they try to do something, I'll strike, and then, you know, their whole board basically wipes, especially dragons and dinos, which are top 2 decks right now.
Sucks to suck.
Yeah, even Shadalls, it's such a problem. I play 3 Ash just for dinos to hit the misc. Every time that I play dinos today, they didn't even need the misc, which is so out there.
That's terrible.
Yeah, it sucked, but you know, it comes up. And Lancia for the top 2 decks, essentially. Comes up against Shadal like almost never, but you know, Wendy can hurt you, or not Wendy, Ariel can hurt you. Ooh. So you know, make sure that they're like, you know, playing true.
You can just chain the trap to Ariel, can't you?
I can chain Ariel's for banishing the grave, but yes, I can chain the trap to that. A lot of times they'll force you into a bad game state, so this will help you like fight out of it a little bit. It'll keep you from being even deeper in the hole. Yeah, what's also nice is off of invocation, but you know, hardly comes up.
I'm just thinking, like on your opponent's turn, if you Lancia them in standby and they're okay with it, you could just chain your stuff, right?
Yes.
That's broken.
Yeah, it is. You don't lose to Lancia, you don't lose to DD Crow, you don't even lose to the Ariel, but you know, got to find some kind of value in this if I have to play it for the top 2 decks anyway.
That's fair. Yeah, well, I really love the deck, man. Thanks for showing us. And do you have any last words?
I'm not a control player.
Shout out to Game Breakers.
Yeah, no, this is not my thing. If there's better text for this, especially on the side, the main deck's sick. I would go for Dogmatica Buster if you wanted to play it. Dragoon Dogmatic Buster, like getting that dragon is huge for Buster, and Buster is broken right now.
Absolutely.
But yeah, take all of my tech options with a grain of salt. I'll tell you that right now.
That's fair. At least you're honest.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, man, you know, thanks for the profile and catch you later.
Yeah, man.
Here comes the bike.